The 4-year-old boy, still in a state of unconsciousness, was thrown into the water by a green monster. After a gurgling sound in the water, the boy suffered from the painful choking of the lake water. The green monster behind him, Piccolo, informed the boy that his father had sacrificed himself in the recent battle and perished along with his uncle. From now on, Piccolo would be the boy's new father. The boy's name is Gohan, and at the tender age of 4, he lost his biological father and uncle. With this catastrophic beginning, Gohan could only cry uncontrollably. Much like a banana cat, Piccolo told him that 2 even stronger enemies would come to Earth in a year to cause trouble, and Gohan had to bear the hope of saving the Earth. Hearing this, Gohan looked bewildered and informed Piccolo that he was only 4 years old. In response, Piccolo angrily shouted that I was also only 8 years old. Then, Piccolo grabbed Gohan's head and lifted him up. Despite Gohan's struggles, Piccolo threw him away. As Gohan saw himself about to collide with a nearby mountain, the hidden power within him suddenly erupted. A blue-white light flashed, forcing Piccolo to use his hands to block the airflow. When the smoke cleared, Piccolo noticed that Gohan had created a path tens of kilometers long in front of him. Piccolo approached Gohan and told him that this was the power hidden within him. However, currently, it could only be triggered when his emotions fluctuated. Piccolo aimed to train Gohan into the ultimate martial artist to protect the Earth. Gohan, still confused, asked Piccolo what he should do to save the Earth. The surprising reply he received was that he had to survive alone in this wilderness for half a year. Bear Grylls, hearing this, exclaimed, "Wow!" After Piccolo finished speaking, he leaped into the air and left the scene. Thus, the 4-year-old Gohan embarked on his 6-month journey of wilderness survival. Along the way, he was entangled by cute snakes around his neck, bullied by tiny mantises, couldn't catch the lizard he desired, and even became the target of a meat-eating dinosaur during a pee break. Frightened, Gohan rolled away, and the carnivorous dinosaur chased him relentlessly. During the escape, Gohan accidentally tripped over a stone underfoot. Seeing himself about to be swallowed by the dinosaur, Gohan erupted once again. The latent power within him burst forth. In an instant, he jumped to the top of a several hundred-meter high pillar, narrowly avoiding the dinosaur's gaping mouth below. However, facing a pillar hundreds of meters high, he didn't know how to climb down to find food. By nightfall, hungry Gohan, huddled on the ground, began waiting for death. Suddenly, 2 large apples floated down from the sky. Gohan immediately grabbed the apples and started gnawing indiscriminately. The taste of wild apples wasn't good, and Gohan made a discomforted expression but still ate them. It turned out that when Gohan was about to starve to death, his new father, Piccolo, found 2 apples for him nearby. After eating the apples, Gohan went to the side of the pillar to pee and suddenly noticed his shadow. It was only at this moment that he realized the moon tonight was large and round. However, as Gohan stared at the moon, something unusual happened. His small body underwent a transformation. Suddenly, Gohan's clothes burst open as the Saiyan nature within him erupted. A great ape transformation occurred, and Gohan transformed from a little kid into a big ape. The pillar, originally several hundred meters high, now appeared as a small step in the eyes of the great ape. Gohan effortlessly jumped down and began recklessly destroying everything around him. Seeing Gohan turn into a great ape, Piccolo suddenly remembered that, as had once said Says, under the full moon, had the chance to transform into a moonlight knight. He never expected the moonlight knight to be a great ape. Thinking about this, Piccolo couldn't help but sing, "I admit it's the moon's fault." Seeing the great ape continuing like this, he realized that sooner or later, it would destroy the Earth. He had no choice but to extend his hand toward the moon and release an energy wave. Unfortunately, the poor moon did nothing wrong but was obliterated by Piccolo's energy beam. Without the moonlight, Gohan finally regressed from the great ape back to a little kid. In the next episode, little Gohan finally becomes brave.